Welcome to the regularly scheduled public meeting of January 15, 2024 of the Township of Washington Township Council. Adequate notice of the meeting was given in accordance with the Open Public Meetings Act by the Township Clerk to at least two newspapers in January, and this meeting has been posted on the Township Bulletin Board, Electronic Message Board, WCTV, and the Township website. Please notify the municipal clerk for any disability requirements necessary for attendance at mayor and council meetings. The fire exits are located through the double doors to your right and through the door on your left. Please silence all cell phones. Could everyone please stand for a salute to the flag? I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Roll call.
Councilman Casio?
Here.
Councilman Sears?
Here.
Councilman Ullman?
Here.
Councilwoman Velez? Here. Council President DeSena?
Here. Let the record reflect also in attendance Mayor Calamari, Township Administrator DeCarlo, Township Attorney Poller, and Township Clerk Susan Witkowski on Zoom, and Assistant Clerk Cornelia Lisa here. PSA for January 15, 2024. 2024 Town Calendar. If you would like to advertise your local business in the Township of Washington Annual Calendar, please visit our website, www.twpofwashington.us, to fill out a form and submit your artwork. Our calendar runs February 2024 through January 2025. Christmas tree pickup began on January 2nd and will last about 2 weeks. There is no set schedule for pickup. Also, the next council meeting will be held on Monday, February 5th at 7 p.m. Thank you. We'll have a grant presentation for Bergen County Open Space Land Acquisition, 450 Pascack Road, by Mr. Buno, our grant writer.
Good evening, council members, new council members, Mayor, Mr. DeCarlo. The resolution that is on the agenda is from Bergen County Open Space. It is for the acquisition grant to purchase 450 Pascack Road, which I know has been important to many members of the municipality. It is a grant in the amount of $550,000 to go towards the purchase price. It does two things. It authorizes the mayor to sign the grant contract, and thereafter it authorizes either the mayor or the business administrator to sign any and all vouchers with regards to submission of invoices or bills for reimbursement. It's a reimbursement grant, which means we advance the money, submit proof of payment, and then we get reimbursed. It's also my pleasure to announce that why this was passed about a week and a half ago, we received notice and got it on the agenda for tonight. On Friday, I received notice that the other part of this application, which was for the Phase 1 construction of the swim club in the amount of $60,111, that was also approved on Friday, and that similar resolution authorizing the mayor to sign that contract will be on the February 5th agenda. Are there any questions about it?
Just, so the 550, you mentioned it's a reimbursable, it's run as reimbursement?
Yes, Councilman, most of your grants are reimbursement grants where you spend the money, you prove that you spent it, and then you submit that documentation to the funding agency, whether it's the county or the state, federal government, then they send you the money back that you've spent.
Okay. And from a township perspective, do we set this up on our books as a...
We did a capital ordinance for it, I believe. We did so for the entire. I think it was 825, if I'm correct, Mr. Poller. It was 750 for the anticipated purchase price, and then 75 in the soft costs.
Yeah, 825.
And what are we going, I'm assuming since we've already outlaid this funds, we're going to claim it immediately.
No, we haven't outlaid anything.
We haven't purchased this piece of property yet?
No, we're still in the contract phase.
And if it falls through, does the grant revoke back or revert back to the county?
I don't have any reason why, know why the seller would not go through with it. But if there was no contract, the grant would, well, it wouldn't be returned because the money hasn't been advanced. We don't get the money till we actually purchase the property.
But would we decline? I mean, is there any action if it doesn't close for some reason?
If you intentionally decline to accept the grant for no reason, is that what you're asking me? Or based upon the failure of the seller to sign the contract? It's two separate issues.
The failure to close the transaction to purchase it.
Based
So
upon the seller not going through with the contract,
Yes.
the grant would be basically null and void by the county because it's contingent upon the sale of the property to the town, as opposed to the town saying, no, we don't want the grant.
Okay. Thank you.
Any other questions on the dais?
No, it's quite self-explanatory. Thank you, David.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Mr. I'd like to have a motion to open up the meeting to the public comment period.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Would anybody in the audience like to come up and address the council at this time? For things that are not on the agenda? Yes, you can, Mrs. Stickle. Good evening.
Hi. Mary Ellen Stickle, Township of Washington resident. I just wanted to recognize that it's Martin Luther King Day. And on the back of our TANS group, we have a quote from him that just says, "A genuine leader is not a searcher of consensus, but a molder of consensus," which basically means if we want to be leaders, we need to lead. That is, we need to develop ideas and convince others of their merit. So that's what TANS believes in, that we're hoping that we can change the flight patterns of the private jets that are coming over our houses. So with that said, on the 15th anniversary of a plane landing in the Hudson, I came here before to speak about private jets that fly over houses in the township that are low, loud, and very frequent. I belong to a group called TANS. It's Taxpayers for Aircraft Noise Solutions. We are a community organization tasked with finding workable solutions to the aircraft noise, which adversely affects the quality of life of residents in the Pascack Valley. I'm working with a couple different residents from other towns, a woman from Park Ridge, Councilman Greg Hoffman from Park Ridge also, and another this Warren Feldman from Woodcliff Lake. He's been researching it for years also, because they are highly affected by the planes coming very low and loud over their houses in those areas. Thank you for the council people that have already signed the petition. I really appreciate that. I know that Tom Sears also was posting it on the Green Team booth, so I'm very thankful for that. Long before TANS, Hackensack Deputy Mayor Kathy Canestrano lobbied for the FAA to create and utilize the Route 17 approach, commonly known as the RNA GPS-X Runway 19 approach. They were very successful, and the only problem is that the approach isn't rarely used. It's only used about 10% of the time. We're not saying to ban all private jets. We're just saying that there are solutions that can be done, and that is one of the solutions. They could just move over to the Route 17 path and take that, as opposed to coming in over our houses. Our TANS group is currently in dialogue with the FAA Eastern Region Administrator in Jamaica, New York, and we're asking questions and presenting solutions to them. We're getting pretty far, but I'm looking for our town council support because the following towns have passed resolutions approving the petition to the FAA to reduce air traffic noise. So Westwood has adopted a resolution, Hillsdale, Park Ridge, Woodcliff Lake, and Hackensack. More towns will follow. I have brought resolutions from towns, some of the towns, in hopes that you can adopt a resolution, that the Township of Washington can adopt a resolution. If any of the council people want to get a little bit more involved, the next Teterboro Airport Noise Abatement Advisory Committee, what's called TANAC, is on Wednesday, January 24th at 6 p.m. They're always online, and it's really good if you want to hear a lot of good information about what Teterboro does, and pretty much a lot of people, we ask a lot of questions. You can get airplane routes like over your house, so you could see how many flights are coming in over my house, which I think you guys have seen me put that up before. The petition is now over 1,100 signed, so that's good for the Pascack Valley. I'm just hoping that we can, as a township, adopt a resolution. Again, it's not a matter of banning private jets, it's just a matter of, could they please stop coming in so frequently, so low, so loud, and just move over to 17, or that we have more control over this now, because I truly believe it's going to get worse. And once I believe, because I grew up in Essex County, and I know that little small airport too, it's famous for, because JFK flew out of it, that airport is going to start taking speed also. And we've been lowered, our flight path has been lowered to accommodate them above us. So I think things are just going to get worse as they start attracting more private jets to their airport. But I just wanted to hand in 3 of the resolutions from the other towns so you can get the verbiage
I'll
for
take
it.
Assistant.
And
Thank you, Mrs. Stickle.
go ahead.
Anything else?
No, that's it.
I
I
was-
just
I
hope
was-
that you listen to me. This is a real issue, and I know that everybody thinks I'm crazy, but I'm not.
No, you're
And,
no, these airplanes
And I
do fly
think
low every night, and I hear them, you hear 'em.
Sopowitz was talking about this years ago.
Yes.
And I don't know what it is, why we have a perfect airflow over our town. I don't know, but it's just going to get worse.
Thank
So,
you, Mrs. Stickle.
Mrs. Stickle? if I-
Yes.
do you- You mentioned that there's this Route 17 approach that's proven that it's effective, but it's only used about 10%. Is there a reason why that, or a reason that